I really cannot stress how difficult the 2020 era has been, not just for myself, but for a lot of people. Now, I'm not even quite sure where to even begin with this particular matter, but the one thing that I will say for sure is that this is an era that has been filled with a lot of uncertainty for a lot of us, and there are a lot of things in the world going on right now that, let's say that these are things that have made me fight off thoughts of self deletion, and it's still something that I've been going through ever since the pandemic began. So so the whole COVID-19 thing, it's been it's been one hell of a journey, but it's also one of those journeys that I really don't want to go through. At the same time, though, I really have to thank Animal Crossing for saving my life through that time, because if it weren't for Animal Crossing, God, I don't know where I would be today. So there's really that, and the more important thing too is that I was able to get myself a work at home job here, which I still have. I mean, it's not something that I'm going to be doing forever. Obviously not, because you know, things are going to change later on in life. You just don't know what the future is going to hold. So there's really that. I really feel like that the whole COVID-19 issue, ever since 2020 began, it really changed my perspective on the world. Not just with Nintendo, but like with everything. I realize that, if you want to succeed with something, you have to really work hard for it, and not everyone's going to appreciate you for what you do, even if it's like a good thing. My job here taught me that, because it's customer service work, and the best thing about the work that I do in the morning is that after putting up with the crap that Nintendo did over the last 2 weeks, I realized even more that, if you want to help customers, you need to respect them. Like, don't mock them if they're going through hard times. Show empathy. Unfortunately, Doug Bowser, especially, who's the president of Nintendo of America right now, didn't really have that, and that alone was what made me realize that Nintendo has become a lot different, and not for good reasons either. There are other things too that really bother me in this era, especially with Disney. If you guys remember, Disney was like, they've been making movies that are completely political. They just like they make movies that shove like political agendas down our damn throats. It's not just Disney either, but like other companies have followed suit with them, and it just created such a negative impact on our society, to the point where I especially can't trust people anymore. It's really unfortunate, and it didn't really help the fact that I had to cut ties with some of my best friends too as of last year. Let me just get that out of the way. I'm still not happy about it either, but I got to move on. I got to move on from these things. It's not worth dwelling on this stuff anymore. But the thing I will say too is that no one, and I literally mean no one, not even the Nintendo, has an excuse to be greedy during these times of uncertainty. Look, I understand. Everything's becoming pretty expensive, but there has to be a way to overcome this. There has to be a way, no, in order for us, to fight against this. It's not something that we have to like put up with and think that it's normal, or especially because it's really not normal at all. It's not normal, but I don't know. It's like I'm still feeling very uncertain about what the future is going to hold for me right now. it's really hard for me to get this all out because you know this is something that has been making me rather emotional for the last couple years. Luckily, in 2020, it wasn't that bad, but like a couple years after the so-called pandemic, I realized that times got a lot tougher for me. In my case, especially, I'm getting a lot older. Um, there's just a lot of uncertainty going on in my mind right now that I really don't like. But I thought I should just share this in a video anyway because this is something really important that people should know about. It's not something that I like to talk about in videos like this, but it's also not something that I want to keep to myself either. People have to know this. If there's one thing right now in my life that's keeping me that's helping me to like keep going, keep holding on to my heart containers and whatnot, it's definitely Link back here. Believe it or not, Link is like really the only thing that I'm still around today because almost every Zelda game that I played was there to save my life through hard times. I'll talk about this in another video. I made a video about this like a long time ago, but I think I should do it again anyway because I think it's overdue for like I don't know what do you call it, but if you I think you get the point. I'll just redo the same kind of video. That way it feels like more up to date, even though it may not be necessary. But anyway, yeah, I think that's really about all I have to say about this time of year. The 2020 era really sucks, and this is an era that has it's really hit me hard with my mental health and everything, and even though it's painful, I'm still determined to get through it, especially through my live streams. I'm actually really thankful for the fact that I became a live streamer because it helped me gain like a firm grip on reality, and I also find it to be mostly therapeutic most of the time whenever I stream. I mean, yeah, I mean, not everyone's going to appreciate what I do. Everyone's not gonna like me because I'm disabled. I get that, but that's beside the point, though. I'm still streaming right now for 6 years because not just to play Nintendo, but because people need to be aware that being disabled is it's not easy, especially during this time now. We're living in a generation now where people just feel so isolated, and it really gets to me quite easily. Anyway, yeah. So there's really that. I don't really think I have much to say about it going forward, but the these last 5 years since 2020 have been pretty hard. That's all I have to say. This is Major League Gaming logging out. Please stay safe, and make sure you talk to your friends if you need to. Thank you for watching and have a nice night.